Welcome to the 33rd Annual Juried Art Show, co-sponsored by the Madison Public Library and Rabbit Run Community Arts Association. Each year, this adjudicated event showcases the artwork of some of Northeast Ohio's most talented visual artists. Many thanks to the jurors of the show, Nancy Bratz and Danny Klein, as well as our sponsors, the Friends of the Library. Partial funding is supplied by the Ohio Arts Council. An acrylic work entitled Spare Moments was painted by Annalee Kernock. My Friend was drawn in pencil by Harry N. Schwenker. The watercolor piece, Sail Home, was painted by Julie Hanahan. Breaking Through by Raynell Hutton is a piece worked in acrylics. The jewelry entitled Shells was made by Terry Crotein. Linda Janosko drew Taking Wing in ink. Self-Portrait was painted with acrylics by Adrian Bradshaw. Joseph Downey created Be Gentle in stoneware and sterling silver. Third place photography went to Harry N. Schwenker for his photo Lost in Thought. After Breakfast, an acrylic piece by Harry N. Schwenker. Using acrylics, Deborah Evans painted Evening Ride. River Dawn is an acrylic work by Deborah Evans. The piece Northern Neons was completed in acrylics by Karina Wilson. Maddie Dramis created Clematis using acrylics. Peaches, an acrylic piece painted by Maddie Dramis. Love's Creation is an acrylic piece by Robert Schnaffer. The drawing King of the Jungle was drawn by Robert Schnaffer. Oz the Witch is an acrylic piece by Robert Schnaffer. Martha Krieger painted Chickadee, a work painted in acrylics. Close Up is a photograph by Martha Krieger. Ruffled, a photo by Martha Krieger. Don Quixote is a fabric piece worked in batik by Maddie Dramis. Freedom Dancer is a mixed media work by Corina Wilson. David Meacham took the digital photo entitled Sunlit Journey. A digital photo by David Meacham entitled Echoes of the Fog. Solitary Sentinel is a digital photograph by David Meacham. Winter Blues is a photograph by Mary Mager. Mary Mager shot the photograph Seeing the Forest. The photograph It's Not Easy Being Green, shot by Mary Mager. Narcissus, painted by Joan Bratt using oils. A stained glass work, Flower Arrangement, was created by Thomas Campy and received third place 3D. Thomas Campy made the woodwork piece Birdhouse. Lily of the Valley in the Rain was a photograph shot by Melanie Lytle. The photograph entitled Landing Field was taken by Melanie Lytle. Melanie Lytle shot the photograph Purple Jungle. An oil piece called Apathy Leads into Comfortable Extinction by Gary L. Geigerick. Joan Pagalis shot Bald Eagle with Gizzard Shard, a photo on metalwork. Lonnie Engel's photograph entitled Morning Dew. View of Doves from a Riverboat is a photo shot by Kelly Wokey. Jim Mossman received second place photography for his digital photo entitled Hidden Waterfall. Cloud Reflections is a photograph by Christy Busser. Gulls is a photograph taken by Joan Pagales. Great Blue Heron is a photograph shot by Christy Busser. A photograph entitled A Bee by Christy Busser. Budding Friendship is a photo shot by Lonnie Engel. A watercolor painting entitled My Best Friend by Barbara Arcanal. Eerie Waves is an acrylic piece by Julie Hanahan. Hunter was drawn in ink by Linda Janasco and received second place drawing. The watercolor piece Stopping by the Cottage was painted by Linda Airbar. Return of the Wicked Swan, painted by Annalie Kernog, using acrylics, receives second place painting. The acrylic work created by Renee Hutton, called Daisies. Flowers was painted with acrylics by Julie Hanahan. Marissa Olson stitched the fabric work entitled Connor Quilt. The acrylic piece entitled Interference was composed by Annalie Kernock. Using mixed media, Ginny Brennan painted Lakeside. Interlocked, a student drawing by Maya Elmore, received an honorable mention in the student category. First place drawing went to Tatiana Strelnikova for her work called Robbie. Using watercolor, gouache, Caitlin Kirschmuir painted Movement. Nora Keenan painted The Branches using acrylics. Using ink, Linda Janasco drew a work entitled Fisher. The watercolor gouache piece Flourish is by Caitlin Kirschmuir.
Suzanne Ryan received first place mixed media for her collage Dream Places.
First place painting for The Blossom of the Rosehip went to Tatiana Strelnikova.
Alexa Titus used alcohol markers to create Golden Blossoms. Fade to Glory was painted with acrylics by Ranelle Houghton. The mixed media piece Oh, the Gloria Fall by Julie Cook received third place in mixed media.
Waiting on the Coast is a watercolor created by Tatiana Strelnikova.
Julie Cook painted Teal Patterns, a work completed using acrylics. Karina Wilson painted the acrylic work Cotton Candy Waterfalls. Precious is a watercolor piece painted by Barbara Archinal. An acrylic painting Guardian of the Forest by Adrian Bradshaw. Stability is a watercolor gouache piece by Caitlin Kirschmuir. The Best of Show award went to Alexa Titus for her drawing Raspberries. Northern Exposure, painted in acrylics, was created by Julie Cook. Ready to Fly is a watercolor work created by Linda Ebhar. Ginny Brennan painted Vintage Sunshine using acrylics. Fields is an acrylic piece created by Ginny Brennan. Spring in Glacier is an acrylic work by Alexa Titus. Kelly Wolk shot the photograph Wooded Valley in Hocking Hills. The photograph Pretty in Pink was taken by Lonnie Engel. Evening Sky is a digital photo by Jim Mossman. Digital photo Balancing Act was shot by Jim Mossman. Couple on a Ferris Wheel is a photograph taken by Kelly Wolke. The photo on Metal Piece by drama queen Joan Pagalis received first place photography. Ralph Bacon received third place painting for his piece entitled LeBoeuf Creek by the Depot using acrylics. Van Ert 1 is a stained glass by Libby Gaber. A stained glass piece by Libby Gaber entitled Van Ert 2. Libby Gaber created the stained glass piece entitled Van Ert 3. Vicki Vessel created Orchid Photo Box in stained glass. The Weight of Dreams and Consequences is a stoneware piece by Joseph Downey. A clay sculpture entitled Darby's Idea by Ronald Carroll received second place 3D. Jana Maza created a sea glass and driftwood piece entitled What a View. Shells is jewelry made by Terry Crodine. Pickleball Time is a mixed media piece with sea glass by Jana Maza. Terry Crodine created a jewelry piece entitled Chocolates. The sea glass and pottery piece Spring Bouquet is by Jana Maza. Ronald Carroll created a clay piece entitled Foghorn Leghorn. The quilt, Billy Quilt by Marissa Olson received second place mixed media. Scarab Jar was painted with acrylics by Adrian Bradshaw. Deborah Evans painted Storm Lake using acrylics. Midnight Orchid is a stained glass piece by Vicki Vessel. The Break is an acrylic work by Nora Keenan. Being Alone is Easier on the Heart by Joseph Downey is a stoneware work receiving first place 3D. The stained glass work Just Don't Add Ice was done by Vicki Vessel. Temptor is a clay piece created by Ronald Carroll. Linda Ehrbar painted Pleasant Days with watercolor. A watercolor entitled Devon's Rose of Sharon, submitted by Barbara Archinal. We hope you enjoyed viewing the artwork of the 33rd Annual Juried Art Show. The show is on display through April at the Madison Public Library, 6111 Middle Ridge Road, Madison, Ohio, during regular library hours.